What's going on, folks? I got something that I want you to listen to. Check it out. Passing a certification can be done in a few simple steps. If you're studying for some AWS certification, the first thing that you need to do is grab the exam guide. Go to aws.amazon.com/certifications and you can find the certification that you're studying for there. And there should be some exam guide material. Step 2, sign up for Skill Builder. Find yourself courses that are free, some are paid by subscription, as well as labs that you can put your hands on to get yourself ready for that exam. And number 3, make sure that you grab a practice exam and go through practice exam questions. After you answer a question, make sure you mark the ones that you got right. Make sure you keep track of the ones you got wrong, and a good practice exam will tell you why an answer is right and why an answer is wrong. So, have fun prepping for your next AWS certification. I can't wait to see you cross the finish line. That was pretty useful. Now I think I know what I need to do to prep for an AWS exam. But I think we can take this a step further. There might be other people out there who might speak a different language, and we can use GenAI to solve that problem, right? You don't have to change our message. We'll keep that same message, and we'll use Amazon Transcribe to get plain text of that audio. Then we'll use Translate to take that text to translate it into another language. And finally, if we want to hear that, we'll use a service called Amazon Poly to take that text, synthesize into speech. Let's do it, folks. Let's jump right into it. So check it out, people. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to a service called Amazon Transcribe. And here it is. I'll choose Transcribe. Once I make it to Transcribe, I have an opportunity to create a job. So I'll create that job and I'll call this job Exam Prep Message. And we will specify that English is the language that this message is in. We'll use some general model for this GenAI service, and we won't have any custom large language model that we've created, though we can create some custom language model to handle this for us. Now, what we need to do is we need to have the file, the audio file, uploaded to an S3 bucket. So how about we do that right now? I'll go on out to S3. I'll go to a bucket and I will upload an audio file. So I'll choose upload here. What I need to do at this point is hit the add files button. I'll choose that. I'll go into my environment here and I'll find that audio file. And I remember I called that audio file Exam Prep Audio, and it's an MP3 file. So I'll choose that is going to be uploaded into my S3 bucket. I just got to choose the button that says upload on the bottom right corner, and we'll get that uploaded, folks. Fine, I got it uploaded. I think I need to go back to Transcribe. So I'll do just that. I'll head back over to Transcribe, and I'll create that job. And remember, we called that Exam Prep Message. Easy enough, right? The language that we said we would choose would be English. We're choosing a general model. We'll find that data if we browse through S3. And so it's in a bucket that I've called GenAI area. When I go there, there's a message that's called Exam Prep Audio through MP3. So I'll choose that. Got it selected. I'll just go ahead and hit next on this one and create the job. The job was successfully created. Now it is in progress, okay? And so simply put, it's taking that audio file and it wants to transcribe it into text. And this is what this AI service gets to do for me, right? So we'll refresh the page and it's already ready for us. It wasn't that long of an audio file. I think it was about 50 seconds. So I'll choose that job. And if I scroll down far enough, I'll get to see the transcript preview. Now, all of those words that I spoke or someone spoke in an audio file is now here in text. All I'm going to do, folks, is I'm just going to copy this. So I just copied that text. Now I want to transition this text into a service called Translate. So Amazon Translate. So Amazon Translate is here. If I choose Amazon Translate, I want to go for a live translation, a real-time translation. So that's the first thing that pops up on the screen. I've already copied the text, so I'll just paste it here. I'll let it auto-select my language. I want to choose a different language though. So maybe there's someone who needs to prep for the exam who needs these tips, but English isn't their first language and they would better hear it through another language. So I'll simply choose another language and maybe we can go for something like Chinese. So I'll choose Chinese here. And now I got that entire text in Chinese. All I got to do at this point is copy that text, folks. I'll copy that text. I just hit the copy button now. And now I'm going to transition into a service called Amazon Polly. So I'll do just that. Right here, I'll just type Polly. What Polly wants to do for us, it wants to synthesize that text into speech of the language that the text is written in. So that's awesome. So I'll go here to text to speech. And I'll say, you know what? I want the standard, right? And for the language, I'll go for Chinese and Mandarin. And for the input, I will replace that with what I copied from Translate. So listen up, folks. It's taking that entire text now. And if I hit this button called Listen,
只需几个简单的步骤即可通过认证。如果你正在学习某些 AWS 认证，你需要做的第一件事就是获取考试指南。前往 AWS 亚马逊 com/认证，你可以在那里找到你正在学习的认证，应该有一些考试指南材料。第二步，注册 Skill Builder， 发现自己身处免费课程之中，有些课程是通过订阅付费的。还有一些实验可以让自己为考试做好准备。第三，一定要参加模拟考试并完成模拟考试问题。回答问题后，请务必标记出正确的问题。一定要记住自己错的答案。良好的练习考试会告诉你为什么答案是对的，为什么答案是错误的。因此，尽情享受为下一次 AWS 认证做准备的乐趣。我等不及要看到你越过终点线了。
Now, I don't speak Mandarin, but that was nice. That was nice. If there's anybody out there that does speak Mandarin, maybe you can verify that this text is accurate if you're watching this video back. But that was so awesome. And there is a recipe for this. It's Amazon Transcribe and then Amazon Translate in Polly. And basically, we took an audio file, we transcribed it into text with Amazon Transcribe. Then we copied that text and we put it into Amazon Translate to get that in a different language. And finally, we want to create a new audio file. And we got to do that with this service that we call Amazon Polly, synthesizing that from text to speech in the language that it's written in. So I hope you find this recipe useful yourself. Go into it. There's a course that I'm going to put into the description of this video so you can play around with GenAI yourself. I'm having a lot of fun with AWS. Hopefully you find a way to have some fun too. And I just want to say to you all, see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Until next time.